It is time for some football. Welcome into Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a pair of NFC West rivals set to do battle. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're underway from Seattle. Here's Derink Young to return this. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. Into the red zone. Touchdown on an incredible return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's Sky Moore on the return. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
Kate, we've hardly gotten into this game, and already he's headed out there with a mission right in front of him. This sideline, you can feel it. We're still stunned after the return put him in the immediate hole. It's now his responsibility to captain this offense downfield, and at the very least, neutralize the momentum, ideally answer with a score of their own.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the 49ers the first.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Purdy throwing here on first. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down from the 42. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Looking to throw. Purdy has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Purdy gonna look to run. And they're gonna stop him after he gets this to the 26. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
49er first down. A gain of 14. First down, San Francisco.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Choke the ball himself for a big run.
They send a tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
As a corner in this league, well, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Seahawks 26-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to drain some of the excitement of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they have the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. So backed up a bit following the penalty. It's 1st and 20. From the gun is Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds his man, it's Ricky Pearsall. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Purdy. This one's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
One of the tight ends motions right. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 4th down.
So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. A 27-yard look here. Pinheiro's kick is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Young on the return. He Stopped on the run back at the 27. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And bringing them out to one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? Former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Darnold. He's it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Darnold with it on 3rd and short. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
Before he ends up out of bounds. 2nd drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Continuing to move past the 45. And he gets this down near the 30.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
1st and 10 at the 31.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. That's McCaffrey working the sideline. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Purdy looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
1st down. A gain of 12. And a 49er 1st down.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. And he's tackled for no gain.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained in a play like that, go for a big gain.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 2nd down.
So that delay backs him up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. Purdy to throw it. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line. A quarter down. 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 7-3 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that move right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it's intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Play fake. Darnold. Garner's got it. Complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st and 10. Darnold. Out wide here to come. And he's able to get it past midfield and down on the 49er side.
Well, we saw those guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Hand off to Walker from the gun. It looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Gets everything he has under this one. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. D for the 49ers is Sky Moore. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. To the ground by Nick Emanwari.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Going to run again with McCaffrey. And he's going to be just 1 step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed 1, but they're going to lose 1 on that play. It's 4th down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. On 4th down, looks like 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. Rashid Shaheed back deep to return. Keeps away from 1. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And I'm hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. He's still going at the 30. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now lead by 10. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
When it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing. And as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. A great play.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11.
14. 49ers 3.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
Isaac Gorindo to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Going to the ground again on 1st. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Again, left side to McCaffrey. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. This time it's a passing play. Hits him on the in route. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here. This is Cox going right back to Pearsall. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today. Because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
On the gun is Purdy. Brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
3rd and goal, Purdy. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a one-score game before halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Young on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. And with exactly 1 minute left to go, they've got some time, but they've got to work fairly quick. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They got a gun. Here's Darnold. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Jason Pinnock picks it. And the 49ers take possession at the 32-yard line after the turnover. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed. It really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
Purdy on 1st down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now it's Purdy. Into traffic, complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st down, 49ers.
All set now. 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers push their lead to 3.
17. Seahawks 14.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this is brought to a stop at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked by Marquise Siegel. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far. 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these 2 squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Rindo to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage, and that time, the defense got the job done.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Motioning left is their running back. 3rd and short, here's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw by Purdy. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. And a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. McCaffrey goes up and over for the touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 14.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Young on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Running with Walker again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
New set of downs from 37. Walker on 1st down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. From the gun, Darnold. He tucks it and takes off. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down.
A gain of 10.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On third down, Walker. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
First and 10, Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. Has another lane. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
That's caught. Here's that shove it in. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Just a yard left to go on second down. Toss play. This is Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks making a 4-point game here in the fourth. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth.
Seahawks 21.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Galindo to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Going run again with McCaffrey. We'll call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They're going to throw out of the gun. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Seahawks offense running out now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Darnold now to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. 49ers closing in, and down he goes. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
They'll bring out the punter here. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Now he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Going with McCaffrey on the ground. And that one doesn't get him much, even maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the 49er first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run, and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun is Purdy. Get some space around midfield. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
So 1st down from the 41. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards before he stopped, Brock. Good 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Sending him on the dive. And they take him down right along the 30. That one gains 7. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
Last 2 plays have been tremendously efficient for this offense. Get a good gain on 1st down. It sets up 2nd and short. And then, like John Madden used to say, boom, that fullback moves the chains.
On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule. And a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Oh no, the ball is loose! And they scoop it up, time to push for the line. And from where that fumble came, Brock, 0 chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Running back sent in motion. Back to throw it. Brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a 9-point advantage. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 21.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Young on the return. Making some progress here. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
I see through your act and I see.
First and 10 from the 32. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks down by 10. Now Darnold. Gets some space around midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Into the hands of Walker. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, they need 7. And again, it's Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's Darnold, first and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's first and 10. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Throwing here, Darnold. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. That's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just fight it.
And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moments. So win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
That one splits the uprights, and the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the 49ers are going to get this kick. They're going to hang on for the win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Design quarterback run here. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we say